Okay, well, we will just go ahead and get started. I'm super excited. I'm going to record this and I'm going to post it so that whoever missed it can just rewatch it. So, basically, we are just going to go over the daily task of what we do in this business every single day and just really break it down. I'm going to be sharing like a lot of my wording, everything that I use, what self development I'm doing, what I'm posting, where the heck I'm getting my captions from, and all of that, and just break it down so you guys know like what to do actually every single day in this business. So I got some notes and I literally just wrote down our daily task list, our six list, and added some notes to it. So we'll start with self-development, which I honestly think is one of the most important parts of what we do in this business. So often we are pouring into other distributors and pouring into our customers and pouring out on our social media page that we need to be filled up as well. So I think self-development is absolutely huge. So I always say at least 15 minutes a day, if that's reading a self-development book or listening to a podcast or listening to an audiobook, a motivational speech on YouTube, just anything to fill your mind and fuel you so that you can show up as your best self. So some of my favorites audiobook wise, I absolutely love Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. I love Girl Wash Your Face by Rachel Hollis. Honestly, anything Rachel Hollis is so good. And then I also love Atomic Habits, and that just really helps to just break down what are your habits, what are your good habits, what are your bad habits, how do we just get into a routine of what's working for us. And then podcasts, I love getting to listen to sermons. I'll throw a sermon on every morning. The ones I listen to are about like an hour. So if I don't finish while I'm getting ready, I'll listen to it in the car or I'll listen to it later. Like just having something on throughout the day. So podcast wise on like Apple, and I'm pretty sure they're on Spotify too. Transformation Church, so good. I'm going through their Crazy Faith series right now and I love it. Elevation Church, love their sermons. It just like grows my mind and it just grows my faith. Whoa, That's Good by Sadie Robertson is just one that I love to just like grow my faith as well. And then the Pam Souter podcast literally just helps grow my business so much and just fuels me with good ideas. So those are some really great ones, and I definitely recommend listening to something. I rarely listen to music in the car anymore, like unless I just like really need it. Like podcasts and audiobooks are on in the car now. So I would recommend doing that because that is just like you're killing two birds with one stone. You're getting from where you need to go and fueling your brain. I love it. Okay, and so now let's go into posting. So for me personally, this is something that I struggled with a lot when I first got started in the business. I only posted on my social media when there were school dances or it was my birthday or it was one of my friends' birthdays. Like I just did not post that much on social media. So this was something that I really struggled with, and I finally found like a good groove. So I try and post at least once daily, if not twice. And that just like works best for me. Some people say 3 to 6. And for me, I find that's really hard. So I make it a goal for myself every single day to do it at least once. And there's really three things that I like to post about. So the first would be my life. I post about my boyfriend. I post about the beach. I post about volleyball. I post about what I'm doing. Just my life so that people know like, hey, I'm still Kayla. I'm not just this It Works girl. Like, no, like this is my life. And I'm going to show you how the business mixes into my life. The second thing that I like to post about are our products because our products are incredible. So I'll show myself drinking our collagen or drinking our coffee, and I'll share what it's doing for me, why I love it so much, and I'll like ask if anyone wants to try it. I love ending a lot of my product posts with like, I'm getting 10 people started on this. If you're interested, message coffee to my number and we can get you started. So I love always ending it with a call to action so people can message you at the end. And then let's see. And then the last thing I post about is the business. And I think that presenting the opportunity on social media is so huge because we do have such an incredible opportunity at our hands and it's so huge. And this is one of the biggest ways that people can just be knowing who we are on social media. So I think that's huge. When I first got started, trying to make my captions was really, really hard. I didn't know like what I wanted to caption it. I was like, okay, I've got a picture. Now what do I do? So things that really helped me to make my captions are finding top leaders who you relate to and using their captions. Their captions are working for them and it's working for a reason. So I'm going to use their captions and I'm going to make it slightly my own. So I would always recommend if finding someone's caption, rewording it so it sounds like you. So for me, I love borrowing Cheyenne Knox's or Morgan McIntyre. I think that's her last name. And just other like girls who are young. I'm not a mama, so I don't relate to the mamas as well, but I love other college girls and using their accounts and just borrowing their wording. And then if you're on my team, you are in the signing loyal customer and distributor one. And that literally has so many captions that you can use for products, for business, and you literally just go whatever product. If you want to talk about collagen that day, there's 50 posts that you can use. So it's huge. All you need to do is provide the picture and they've got you with the caption. It's awesome. So if you're not in that, let me know and we can get you in that. And then one thing that has also really helped me in creating my business captions, my opportunity post, is this simple like 3-prong caption. So it's, what do you love? So what do you love about the business? What are you pushing for? And what are you excited about? It's super simple. So let's say like, okay, I love that I get to be on these team Zooms with my team and I'm pushing for a promotion and I'm excited about what's to come. And that's super simple and basic, but I would elaborate on that. And I'm like super excited about like what this is going to do for me and saving for grad school and sharing that. And basically like if you use what do you love, what are you pushing for, and what are you excited about, that is going to be a killer caption every single time. And then another thing that kind of goes hand in hand with posting is posting on your stories. I think for us, like young people check their stories, I feel like way more than their feed. So being constant on your stories is huge. So again, I'll post about the same 3 things, post about my life, I'll post about the business, and I'll post about the products. And I always, always, always love to just post throughout the day. I post videos of what I'm doing. I'll post silly things that I did that I just want to see if people relate to. I just want people to see me and see my heart, because at the end of the day, they're not just buying like a product. They're not just becoming a distributor. Like they're becoming it because of you and who you are. So I want people to see me. I want them to see my heart and my vulnerability. And then when I do talk about products, I always love putting up a poll, because that just segues so perfectly into letting me send them a message and be like, hey girl, I saw your vote on my poll. Were you interested in our cleanse? I'd love to share more info with you. And like, boom, you've got a potential customer right there. Like it's that simple by just putting a poll on your story. Which takes us into messaging. Messaging is one of the 3rd things on our 6 list. It's something that we do every single day. As much as we wish the customers would just fall out of the sky, posting is not asking. So we have to go out and ask people if they want to be interested. So there's really 3 different things that I message people about. One is I follow up with them. So if I've ever talked to someone about a product, I follow up with them. And this follow-up message is super simple. It's basically, hey girl, I know we talked about getting you started on your cleanse. Were you ready to get started today? Like that's how simple it is. Like you don't have to complicate it or anything. If we've got a deal going on, be like, hey girl, I know we talked about the cleanse. We've got a huge deal going on. Did you want to get an order? And I'd love to help you. Like so simple. You don't have to overcomplicate anything. So that's one of the things we message following up. The second one I kind of already explained was the polls that we do on our stories. Hey girl, I saw your vote on my poll. I would love to help you get started if you're interested. Super simple. So following up, polls. And then the 3rd thing would be host a post. And I'm logged in on my phone so that I can send you guys my wording for host a post. So hosting a post is basically when you ask someone, hey, will you put this post up on your story? And we always do giveaways every month. Will you put this up on your story and I'll get you an entry into the giveaway? It's a win-win for everyone. We get to expand our network and they get entered into a freaking free cash giveaway. Like what? So what I like to do, there's 2 different things that I will do on Instagram. I do it a little differently on Instagram than I do Facebook. So on Instagram, here's what I basically do. I will go into my least interacted of who I am following or who's following me, and I will message them and I send them this. I say, hey girl, question for you. And so it's in the chat. Hey girl, I have a question for you, and no, I'm not trying to sell you anything. sometimes people are like, OMG, like, what's up? Or like, sometimes people ignore it and you're like, whatever, move on. I try and send out like 50 in like one sitting. Like I'll just go through. Instagram doesn't block you as much when you message people. So I just go through those people and I say, hey girl, that's it. And then when they say, sure, what's up? I say, I have it saved in my phone as ask new host to post. Awesome, thanks so much. I'm not sure if you watch what I do or not, but would you mind putting a slide on your story for me? I'll send it to you, so all you have to do is post it. In return, I'll put your name in a $250 cash giveaway I'm doing. Does that sound good? Super simple. They say yes, and I have a post. In our team chat, I'll send the like the Instagram slides that you can use. It's super simple. It literally is either like a distributor opportunity post about the giveaway, or it's about the like a product. So I like to do hair, skin, and nail right now because what girl doesn't want to grow their hair out for summer? When they say, okay, yeah, let's do it, I send them the picture, and then I say, all you have to do is post this picture to your Insta. You can also post it on Facebook for an extra entry. Tag me. Again, Again, thank you so much. Your support means everything. So it's super simple. And then I've got a post up and it's on their wall. People will message me from their network and it's super simple. Once they have that up, I like to add this little kicker at the end when they're like, okay, I just put it up and I can see that they tagged me in it. I say, perfect. You are entered. I just have to ask, have you ever thought of doing this too? I have loved doing this because it has gotten me so many new potential distributors from girls who weren't very active on my social media. But even if they say no, now they're going to be like, okay, wait, I'm going to watch her a little bit more and see like what she's actually doing because apparently she's making an income from this. So even if they're like, no, I'm not interested, like they're going to be watching again. They're going to start figuring out like who you are and like wanting to know more info. So that's what I do on Instagram. And then slightly different, if I've never actually that's what I'll do if I've never actually talked to them about products. If it's someone that I've talked to about products a little bit or they're not, just haven't been interested, I will say, let's see, ask old host post. I'll say, hey, I know you might not be interested in products right now, but I was wondering if you'd help me spread the word about my business. And I will also say this to anyone. If I'm doing follow-ups, I will send this out and say, when people say, no, I'm not interested in getting something started right now, I'll be like, okay, no worries. I was just wondering, would you want to put something up? I will literally send this to them. And most of the time they'll be like, yeah, I'd love to help you out. They put it up for me. We got another host to post up and their network reaches out to me. It's super simple. And then on Facebook, I basically do the same thing as well. So I'll put a giveaway post up for anyone who comments on like a giveaway post. So for a giveaway post, I would do it like on my Facebook and I would just say, I'm doing a $250 giveaway this week. Drop your favorite color below to be entered. And everyone who comments, I send them this message. Let's see. Oh, wait. Hey girl, so excited for you. Here's how to confirm your entry into the giveaway. I'll give you a simple status to post on your wall for me, and in exchange, I'll enter you into the drawing. Sound good? I'll send you the post if so. Super simple, and they say, yes, I'm ready, like send me the thing. And then there's 3 different things that I'll send them. This is the wording that I'll send them before I send it. Let's see, Facebook all you. Why is it not working? There we go. Okay, I say, all you have to do is copy and paste this to your wall. No need to tag me or add a colored background. Just let me know when it's up. Again, thank you so much. Super simple, and then I will send them 3 different things. So here are the host-to posts that I am using right now. You can use it as well. I will send you all of the wording. So the first one is just the giveaway. Basically, it's like what I just put up on my own Facebook page, but on someone else's page. So the one that I like right now that has gotten me like 80 comments, which is insane, is, hey, my friend Kayla's blessing 2 people this week with $250 cash each. Drop your favorite color below for an entry. And literally, there was one that had 80. There was another with like 50. And I was like, what? So that's one that I like to do. And then again, I'll literally just message anyone. I will comment on it. I'll be like, okay, I'm sending you a friend request now. And then I'll send you a confirmation. And as soon as they accept my friend request, not before, because then it just goes into like spam folder. After they accept my friend request, then I will send them the message that says, hey, to confirm your entry, all you have to do is put a post up that I already sent out. Super simple. And then, so I like to do that one. I like to do a distributor one as well. So then my distributor host to post is this. who's looking for a side hustle right now? My friend Kayla is looking for a few people who can dedicate about 60 minutes a day working from their phone or computer. Fill out the application in the comments. If you don't have a influencer application, all you have to do, one, you can make one. They're so awesome. Two, you can just say, drop an emoji in the comments for info. Like, it's super simple. And then you message anyone who is interested and you just send them like, hey, here's what it's like being a distributor, and you voice message them from there. And then you've got another potential distributor to grow your team, which is awesome. And then the last hosted post that I am doing right now is for our hair, skin, and nail, and I have just found that that has been working for me. Girls have been interested. It's summer. Everyone wants to grow out their hair. So here is all my wording for that. So here's my hair, skin, and nail. It's literally so simple. Who wants to grow their hair out? My friend Kayla only needs 3 more hair models. Like, that's it. Super simple. People comment. They're like, yes, I want to grow out my hair. Okay, tell me more info. So then I send them a friend request and I comment there, just sent you a friend request. When you accept it, I will send you more info. Super simple. And when they do, I send them this. Let's see. This would be perfect for you. All I need is a couple girls who would be willing to take a picture. I'd get you my wholesale price. Well, how does that sound? And they say, yeah, that's perfect. I want to grow my hair out. And then I send them this. I just like explain how my discount works, all of that. And they'll either say, yeah, I'm ready to get this going right now. I send them a blurb to get all their info and they're ready to order. Or they're like, no, I'm not ready yet. And that's okay. And then I just follow up with them next time. But we've got a potential. So that is basically what I have been doing on my host a post that have been working, and just getting customers right now. So if that doesn't make sense, let me know in the chat. I can re-explain it. I will blab for a while sometimes. I just explain things. Okay, so now we've gone over self-development, posting, messaging, host to post. So really the last 2 things are something, when I first got started in my business, I thought that these were the only 2 things that we had to do. And that's why my business didn't grow. I was like, oh, I can do this. And I literally just followed and I interacted with people. That was all I did. And I thought my business was growing because my social media number was growing, but like it wasn't, because I wasn't posting and I wasn't messaging. So you've got to have all of it in order to fit perfectly together. So following. I personally like to do 100 to 200 people on Instagram a day. I try and shoot for 200, and I only follow private accounts. I feel that when I follow private accounts, they're more likely to follow me back, whereas if I do a public account, my follow request is just going to be lost in their feed. And then on Facebook, they're all pretty much private accounts, so it doesn't really matter who you do on there. But how I like to find out who. So for me, I like to follow other like college girls. I love to follow people who go to church. I'm a Christian, so I like people of faith on my teams. I'll go to like certain clubs that I like on my school campus or other school campuses that I relate to. Sorority girls, because they're my age as well. Just anything that I relate to. If they play volleyball, like I play volleyball. Really, just like anyone that I could have some kind of connection to, I like to follow them. I will also scroll through my feed, and if I like a girl's pic, I'm like, oh, I really like her style, I like this all. I will go into who liked her post and follow the private accounts from there. So it's super simple. I like to do this while I'm following because it just helps me keep organized and it tells me how many people. I literally just have tallies. I have a couple pages in my binder where I'm like, okay, I'm going to do 100 people right now. And I will go 1, follow, 2, follow, because sometimes I'll do it and I'll only have followed like 20 people when I thought I did 100, and I'm like, oh, now I see why I'm not growing. So that is a tip for you guys. Tally it so you know how many you're getting, and then do the same on Facebook. But don't go too fast on Facebook, because if you do, they will block you and you'll be sad because you can't. It'll be like, do you actually know this person? And you're like, I'm just trying to grow my business, Facebook, get out of my business. And they won't let you follow people for a while, but that's just how it goes. Okay, and then the last thing that we're going to talk about is just interacting on our social media. So since you joined this business, you don't just scroll mindlessly through your Instagram anymore. You're done with that. That's a thing of the past. From here on out, You like and you comment on people's posts. You spread positivity on your feed. You like people's posts and you tell them that their kids are adorable. You tell them something that really positive about this. Maybe you've been to a hike that they've been on and you're like, oh my gosh, I was on this. I love this. But you don't just scroll anymore. You are positive. You uplift people. You spread some love. Tell them they look nice. Tell them they look pretty. Just interact with them, because when you interact on their social media, not only does it boost the algorithm for your account, but it's also going to just, they're going to be like, okay, wait, who is this person? Like, let me find out some more about her. And like, when you interact on their account, they're going to interact on yours. And it's just going to create connections, create bonds, and ultimately just grow your business. And then I also like to do that on my stories as well. So I feel like if I'm scrolling through my stories and I just like swipe up and I respond, one, if they have been ignoring a message of yours, you just said something else besides a message, that they're going to feel like, oh, I've got to respond to this now. And two, it's just going to, people have to look and they'll be like, wait, who is this girl? And they're more likely to look at your account. And it really just boosts like who is interacting with you. So that is honestly what we do every single day. For me, I like to do power hours right now just because it is summer, and if I just say like, oh, I'm going to do this later, I won't do it later. So I have dedicated hours. Power hour is really where you just sit down and be like, okay, this is the work I'm going to get done. I've got 1 hour. I like to set timers on my phone. I say for 10 minutes, I'm going to be following people. For the next 10 minutes, I'm going to follow up with people. For the next 5 minutes, I'm going to create a post. So just setting times for yourself, and just really being intentional about when you're going to get work done and actually getting the work done, instead of just like scrolling through your social media. Just scrolling and being on social media is not working. Like, we actually have to do things. And so I hope that with this, you guys see like how simple this business is. Like, what we do isn't hard, but it is hard work, and you need to put in the time in order to be successful. So I hope that this helped you guys. If you have any questions, you can always text me or ask anything in the chat. But thanks guys for hopping on, and we're gonna wrap up. So I'll talk to you guys all later, and yeah.